And joining me on the news to dissect this is a foreign policy analyst, Bolu Michael-Biyi, who joins from London, the United Kingdom. Good evening from here. Glad to have you join me.
Good evening. Good to be here.
All right. Now, how significant is international support expressed for Ukraine's territorial integrity at the recent summit, considering Russia's absence and, of course, its stance on negotiations?
Well, personally, I don't think there's a need for the summit if Russia, the main aggressor, and other, key stakeholders like the UAE, Saudi Arabia, are not, taking a major role in such summit. It seems like a head count of supporters for Ukraine, and I wouldn't consider it a success if it's just a simple majority, because 160 countries were invited and just 90 attended, and some with, junior diplomats, and even the supporter, President Joe Biden, was not present. So it just seems like a head count. If it's just to, to know the number of people, countries supporting Ukraine, just to have that global commitment, then maybe it has achieved its purpose. But when it comes to this, peaceful resolution, finding solutions to the conflict, I don't think it adds any major value.
Now, following your line of thought, what are the implications of countries like India, Saudi Arabia, and of course UAE you mentioned, not endorsing the summit's joint communique? I mean, how does this impact the diplomatic efforts towards resolving the conflict?
Well, these countries not endorsing their communique is just, there's an unequivocal support stance for support of Russia. They value their diplomatic relationship with Russia than Ukraine or any other country or multilateral organization that may be involved. I think it sends a strong message in that regard, and it may be for various reasons. It could be for political reasons, it could be for economic reasons, or even punitive reasons, because endorsing such communique could attract maybe economic sanctions from Russia. I think it's a clear message to the international community where these countries lie, but we can't really have progress of substantial, result if these countries are not sitting at the table.
Now, the summit emphasized the commitment to sovereignty, independence, and of course, territorial integrity of states, including Ukraine. How might this declaration influence international law and also norms regarding conflict resolution?
Well, territorial integrity and sovereignty is a major principle of international. I think such affirmations kind of strengthens those international law norms or principles, and most importantly, deters countries that may want to, be aggressive in future or play the Russian card. That such a kind of venture, if they ever want to think about it, is a wild goose chase in the sense that they will not get international support. So I think it strengthens international law principles and deters countries from being aggressive in future.
Talking about Russia now, how does the absence of Russia at the summit, affect the feasibility and also legitimacy of future peace talks? What strategies could be employed to effectively now bring Russia into negotiation process?
Yeah, looking at Russia's posture right now, it seems they're not ready for any kind of talks or negotiation at all, and that looking at it right now, how things look as of today, it seems like the future is bleak, but there are some things that could be done, to kind of pacify Russia and encourage them to actually take a seat at the table and actually negotiate. And that's the use of, mediators. There are some countries that have good relationship with Ukraine and other countries, as well as Russia, the countries that have the ears of Russia, and vice versa. So the use of intermediaries or mediators could, persuade Russia to sit at the table, and maybe, reducing the sanctions, reintegrating Russia back into the international community, I think could encourage Russia to want to sit at the table and know that, okay, they're serious about having this conversation. So that could pacify, Russia, and we may, anticipate, a peaceful resolution in future.
Thank you so much. That's a fine place to wrap up. Bolu Michael-Biyi, foreign policy analyst who joined us live from London, United Kingdom. Thank you very much indeed.
Pleasure. Thank you.